Hello guys, and welcome to the new MKX Mobile Mythbusters. And today we have another knowledge that some people have about this game that is completely wrong, and it was just ridiculous to me to read some of the comments. I admit those comments are I see them much more rarely in the comments, but they still exist. Still, some people are being deceived by the game. And today's myth is that leveling up the character, you need to fuse the character only after you fully level him up. If you do that, you will get higher stats. So basically, you think if you first max fuse the character and then just start level them up, they will get less attack and health in the end. Like, I can understand where this is coming from. Like, let's just take a look right now. I'm gonna do a live experiment. We're gonna take one character and we're gonna do fusing him, then leveling them up, and then from the start we're gonna level him up first and then fuse him. This is gonna be epic, guys. So let's take a look at this Master of Souls Ermac. This guy is gonna be the subject of today's experiment. First, I'm gonna go into the store and I'm gonna find this dude and I'm gonna buy a few of him to fuse him to level 4. He's level 2 now. He's level 3 now. And one more, and he's level 4. So as you see, he's still level 1, so his stats are pretty high right now, right? Let's go to collection. We see our dude. Now let's try to get him to level 25 by using leveling up cards. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, so let's do it. As you see, the stats are increasing pretty much higher than if he was on Fusion 1. But it's because he's higher fusion, guys. It doesn't mean that in the end he will get higher stats. It just means that after you level him up, he will just catch up. So in any single milestone, any single combination of level and fusion, he will have the same stats. I'm gonna prove it to you if you still don't believe. I know like 99% of you probably know this, but I still see the comments. I still know there are people who are confused about that, who are just waiting to fuse the character before starting leveling him up. Don't do that. If you got the character and if you like it, just go play him. Just level him up. Don't worry. It doesn't matter when you fuse him. It doesn't matter when you level up. Only matters is if you can do it. If you can do it, the higher you can level him up and fuse him, the higher stats he will have. Don't try to do it in some kind of an order. So, I'm sorry, I just overshot a little bit. So let's take our milestone at Fusion 4 and level 27. So I first fused him and then level him up. Let's remember our stats. We have our attack at 12,780 and you can see all other stats. We'll just take attack and health, just to compare them to when we're gonna do this in reverse order. So you guys gonna see all the numbers on the screen, so don't worry, you won't get confused. Now let's go back to the store and let's just max fuse him, just to make this two-step experiment. So this is what I'm doing. 5, 6, and one more step to get this dude max fused, and we got him. Now let's go to collection. Take a look at this beautiful fella. He's now max fuse. Now let's try, well, not try, let's just level him up till he's level 50. Our guy is level 50 now, and let's take a note of his attack and health and other parameters. If you guys don't believe me, you could just write it all down, but it's all gonna be on the screen. And I know most of you do, but there are still some people who think it matters to level up or to fuse the character first. Now we are gonna do the same. I was doing this offline, so I can just now reinstall the game, come back the same as I'm doing in Retry Trick, and I will have my Ermac back to Fusion 0 level 1, and we'll do it once again, but in the reverse order. Right guys, part 2. We are back to 1-0 Ermac, and now we are gonna do this in the opposite order. I'm gonna just go to his card and level him up to level 26. Let's do it real quick. Here we go. Now we go to the store and fuse him up to the Fusion 4. That was the step we did the last time, but in the opposite order. And now the moment of truth for some of you. You see, we did it in exact opposite order. We first leveled him up, then we fused him. So let's go to collection and see his stats. Here's his attack, his health, his recovery, but we remember just attack and health, so you can see they are completely identical. Let's continue leveling him up. And he's maxed. Let's go and max his Fusion 2, and then we'll look at a final number we get. You obviously already know what it's gonna be, but just to make this experiment more clear, we're gonna finish it. Let's go back to collection. Now we have our maxed out Ermac. What do we see? Absolutely the same stats as when we did it in reverse order. So guys, the conclusion of this video: it doesn't matter what you do first. If you level up him first, then fuse them, or vice versa, if you fuse him first and then level up. It's obviously if you fuse him, like if you level up the character, if the character is Fusion 1, he will get less stats with each level up than if he was like Fusion 4. But it goes the same way. It goes the same way for Fusion. If you level him up, like level 1 character, if you fuse him, he will get less stats than if you fuse level 30 or 40 characters. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, in the end, you will get the same stats character. So don't bother yourself, just go play the game, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!